Hi, welcome back to another People I Meet. Today I'm going to talk about my friends, my actual friends, because many of them are witty, as they should be, because I am witty. So, you've heard a lot about Diana. She still holds the title of best friend, bestie, BFF, whatever you want to call it, and she gets mad at me when I use that title on anyone else, because I've known her the longest, except Heather, but Heather and I don't really keep in touch that much anymore. Once a year on our birthdays, we email each other, and we're 3 weeks apart, so yeah, about once a year. And for like 6 or 7 years, we didn't hear from each other at all, so yeah, Diana still holds that title. Okay, so here is something witty that she did. When I was about 5, I was playing with the family gerbil. His name was RC. And her name, the other gerbil, was named Cola. Cute, huh? Yes, I'm a child of the 80s. And I was playing with RC, and his tail fell off in my hand. I promise I wasn't being mean. I wasn't being hurtful. His tail just fell off. Just the fur, not the whole tail. And we had just learned about amphibians, so I assumed that his tail would grow back and that gerbils were amphibians, and I honestly held that belief up until like the 4th or 5th grade. Maybe not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? But whatever. I eventually discovered that gerbils are mammals and not amphibians. But his tail fell off in my hand. And then he died the next day. His tail did not grow back. Yeah, turns out they don't grow back. And in high school, I told Diana this, and she called me Lenny. Yeah, from Of Mice and Men, for like a year. The thing is, I can't really get mad at her for that because it's so clever. I mean, who uses a classic literature reference for an insult? Although, if I'm going to be a classic literature character, I'm Dolphus Raymond from To Kill a Mockingbird, and he is such an obscure character that no one even knows who I'm talking about. But in case I ever become famous and there is a question, which obscure character is Celeste Kirby in literature? Dolphus Raymond from To Kill a Mockingbird. Anyway, Diana called me Lenny. Another friend, Emily, is also very witty. She's also like 6 feet tall. One day we were working at the restaurant, and she was at the computer near outside the kitchen near the customers, and this guy was just staring at her. He was like maybe 5'6", right? And which, to be honest, is a little too short for me. Well, not anymore. Now I'm in a wheelchair, but you know, I'm 5'9" when I stand, which is not for extended periods of time. But anyway, so he's just staring at her. And so she's like, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "You don't recognize me? I'm the man of your dreams." Kind of a lame, cheesy pickup line is that, but whatever. Emily just kind of looks at him. She goes, "Huh, you shrunk." Yeah, she's pretty witty. Then there's Amanda, who is really witty. And this story is not the wittiest of hers, but I'm going to tell it because it's my favorite of hers. She's a therapist, and she is an adult therapist, and she was applying once to be a child therapist, and they asked, why do you want this position? And she said, because I love children. And then she thought, well, everyone's going to say that. I don't want to sound like everyone else. And what she meant to say, I don't remember, but what came out of her mouth was, well, I don't hate them. She didn't get that job. She's still an adult therapist, and they remember her. And I'm like, well, you know what? What do they want from you? You don't tie them up in your apartment and duct tape them. Like, what do they want from you? Really? You don't give them a reason to go to therapy, which is actually more than I can say for 11 of my 12 therapists. The one I had that did not give me a reason to need therapy wasn't good. He was just neutral. So I can at least give her credit for not giving people a reason to need another therapist. Anyway, so that's my witty friends for today. And I have more, but that's it for now.